Aloha, I'm Christina Monroe. I'm the Leadership Education Specialist at East West Center, and I have the privilege of working with you individually and together on your leadership development. This is something we take very seriously at the East West Center, as well as with the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative, the new initiative unveiled by President Obama, that you are the inaugural cohort that we're hosting here at the East West Center. We're really investing a lot. The State Department invests a lot in you as leaders, emerging leaders that will take your region, Southeast Asia, into the future in a positive way. So a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. For some of you that may be scary, or you're asking, why me? Or even saying, I don't know if I even am a leader. Those are all really important questions to be aware of in your mind. But I do want to point out that someone felt quite strongly, many people felt quite strongly, that you were a good investment, that you are a leader, that you will be a leader, that you will continue to lead. But an important part about this is recognizing that leaders, it's not just a noun. You don't just become a leader and it's a permanent stamp the rest of your life, regardless of what you do. Leadership is really a verb. It's something people do or don't do. Some days, some situations we follow, some situations we lead. It's always changing and shifting, and no one automatically has the right to always lead. It's a privilege, and it's something that you're not just born with. It's something that each of us has inside of us, and it's something I and the rest of the staff here is here to help you develop. Each of you have your own style of leadership, and an important part of our program is helping you understand who you are better, what your leadership style is, why you want to lead, what's the purpose of leading and your leadership in particular, what issues are you passionate about that you want to take the very hard road of being a leader on. So these are some of the things we will engage with you. And the first step to doing this is to complete an assignment called Planning for Success. It's something we want you to do before you arrive in Hawaii, and it's something that takes, honestly, quite a bit of thought and reflection. It takes some time. I know this is a very busy time for you. You're wrapping things up, you're trying to prepare, but you do want to take time, a quiet space for yourself to reflect on these questions. The questions are asking you, what does your life look like now? If you were to take a picture of it, a snapshot, what would it look like? What would be in that picture? What's not in that picture? It also asks you, what does the future look like for you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years? Really looking out, maybe farther than you are comfortable looking at your future. It also asks, what are your goals? What are the specific things you want to accomplish individually, as a cohort within the program, and as well when you return home in your home community? What are your goals? Another question is about, who are your model leaders? Who do you look to as a model of how you think people should lead? And what are those traits and what are those behaviors that those leaders have? Also ask you, how do you learn best? This is important because we feel that learning and leadership are indispensable to one another. It's something John F. Kennedy said, and it's something we believe, that to lead you must constantly learn. So how do you learn, and how do you learn best? How can you know that about yourself? And an important second part of planning for success, the part 2, is to, now that you've taken inventory of yourself, to look outside of yourself, particularly in how you interact with the environment. What's going on in the environment around you, and how are you connecting with it? We ask you this in just 4 simple questions related to where your energy comes from on a daily basis. What forms of transportation do you use? Where does your food come from? Your water? Where does your trash go? So these simple questions to help you inventory, or as we like to say, diagnose what's happening, what's going on around you, and how you're interacting with your environment. So take your time with these questions, think about them, and this will be absolutely the best way for you to prepare for a successful 5 weeks, and more importantly, for a lifelong development of your leadership skills. We really believe it starts with these reflective skills. So taking time to think deeply about what's going on with you, what's going on in your environment, and how you can diagnose exactly what these challenges and problems are that you can take a lead on, that you can take a stand on. So good luck. And we look forward to seeing you very, very soon.